Hello everyone, and welcome back. As you can see before me here, I have the Snake Radio Customs 2K radio, and I did mention at some point that I was using small realistic type box speaker for the actual receive of the radio. And the way Tim builds these radios is he certainly expands the audio capability of the radio by digging deeper into the lows, we'll say the mid lows, and of course helping out the mids and the highs. So really, when using a Snake Radio Customs 2K radio, or any radio I suppose that he does the audio modifications to and enhancements, we should be looking to use a speaker that can certainly handle much more frequency than your typical 4-inch speaker that you typically see in a vehicle or in a mobile situation for CB radio. Just today, for some reason, I was sitting down looking at my what they call a 2.1 computer speaker system, which you see on top of here. This is my weather station, which is not of the audio, of course, it's just for weather. But as you can see on top here, I have Altec Lansing speakers. Basically, there's mid-range dumps down to the bottom here, and there's speakers here that handle the highs. And of course, I have a on-off button and a volume, treble and bass control. There's an auxiliary input here. So I said, maybe what I need to do is just adapt my wire to this 1/4 inch jack here, and I got the small little 3.5 here, or 1/8 you want to call it, cord going to the Altec Lansing subwoofer down here, as you can see. Now this will work for any kind of a computer speaker system, you just have to hook it up properly. So the subwoofer is there, and the mids and highs are built in these self-contained units. As you can see, there's a speaker there, the mid-range we'll call that, and lo and behold, it works quite well. So there you have it. Sadly, there's no or very little DX today. I'd like to be able to give you a sample of the audio now that I have it hooked up to like a system that can handle a lot more frequency range than a typical CB radio speaker. However, there it is. So I can tell you my ears are finding this much more pleasant. I can control the bass here. I can roll off the highs by turning that down. That rolls off some of the highs. I can also control it here, of course. Bass, mids. Now I have my bass turned up full here, treble on full, and have the volume turned up to about 1/4 on this system, and the volume on the radio at about, I'm going to say probably 8 to 10%. So bass control here, just to demonstrate the radio here. Now if I turn it up, I'll bring in some of the mids and highs. And indeed, by turning up the mids, I'm not decreasing the lows, of course. The bass is still there. And then I can add in bass mids and then add in more high, which you can tell the speaker is definitely replicating quite well with the subwoofer and mid-range and tweeters. The only thing, and I don't see it as a downside, is when I key up and let go, I get a little thunk on my sub, the speaker over here on the left. The subwoofer, you'll hear it when I key up. Just 1 second. You get that low thunking noise and kind of a click on the tops too. You can hear a click on the top. But other than that, everything seems to work. CQDX 9 Tango Charlie 02, Newfoundland, Canada calling. Some very low audio here coming in, but I can detect it. But so you'll have to take my word that my Snake Radio Customs 2K, the audio coming in is much better than using this that I showed you yesterday. This small little one-way, basically, speaker. That's what I use. I got it clamped up on the shelf here. I had that disconnected now, and I'm just using the Eltic Lansing. Now you can find Sony audio for computers. You can get a 6x9. You can get a 3-way monitor system, like I guess you'd call it a home audio, or a 2-way, but something that can handle lows, mids, and highs efficiently. Should help you. Should help the Snake Radio Custom 2K be all it can be in the audio department. Very pleasant on the ears, and I'm looking forward to tweaking this now, tweaking the bass and treble. I think I'm going to leave it on mids, but of course you find something too bassy, you can turn the bass down, the treble down, or whatever. But I think set on full, I'm getting a really good response out of the speakers. I'm looking forward to some more DX. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Drop by www.snakeradiocustoms.com if you want to see some fantastic radios, some photos and information, and how to get yourself in the queue to have a Snake Radio Customs radio built. Have a good day.